Alright, hello, I like goats. Hello, Krista. Yeah, how could you be so late to this stream? You basically missed half the stream by now. Um, so I started as the thief because I feel like that makes the most sense in terms of scaling, which I hope the beginning of this run isn't too similar to yesterday's. I think I'm literally just gonna go straight to the mail breaker as soon as I get out of here. Um, I'm kind of debating between Crystal Magic. No, I'm not. I don't want Crystal Magic Weapon. I don't want to deal with Logan. Okay, so I'm gonna get Sunlight Blade as soon as possible. I'll use the Mail Breaker without any buffs for a bit. Yeah, I expect this to be a fairly simple stream. Mail Breaker. I thought you were a lesbian. Wow. I am prepared for another joke that people can make, but I don't have any preparations for that one other than to mentally fortify myself. Hello, Eth. Welcome. I am ready for the other slightly less obvious joke, but I wanted to dual wield mail breakers because I thought that would be fun. Like I did the what else did I do that with? I actually don't remember. There was something that I dual wielded because you could parry with it in the offhand. It's probably fairly good in Dark Souls 2, yeah, because weapon buffs and infusions are like actually really good in that game. So faster weapons benefit a lot more than they do in Dark Souls 1. But I do think that it'll be fairly decent here with weapon buffs. If I wasn't live streaming, I would get Dark Moonblade, because having magic and lightning is a lot more useful than only having lightning, but yeah, that's true. Lots of women turning out to be women in my server who didn't think they were. Wonder if you'll get a bingo? I'm sure someone will. My brace already almost came off, so that's like close to a square. My finger keeps slipping and I'm hitting the left trigger. That's not that common. Who breaking they mail? Mine was broken a long time ago. No bingo? I put it in the general chat this time. I made sure to do it before the stream, unless my message didn't go through somehow. But I did definitely at least attempt to post it. Hello, Mjolnir, welcome. I should probably equip a weapon. I don't think... Well, no, I need to get past the thieves. Krista has control over too much of the bingo. She's cheating her way to getting a bingo. Yeah, happy New Year's Eve. I forgot today was New Year's Eve. Trying to think what the easiest way actually down into the Berg from here is. It's probably just doing this and going backward. Probably. Okay, well, there we go. But then I have to deal with all the dogs. Ugh. Oh well, it's fine. Wonder if I should try to parry. Okay, maybe when I don't have two of them on me. Okay. I pressed the parry button this time, but there we go. Are we gonna get the Leo ring? Oh, that's true. It is a thrusting sword. Does counter damage apply to weapon buffs? Because if it does, then yes. Number one status is in jeopardy. I don't think I'm gonna be drinking too much tonight, unfortunately, just because my partner works today, or is actively at work, who is the one that I would normally be drinking with. That was shockingly painless for being two dogs with a dagger, but I'm actually gonna put the black fire bombs back. 2 streams back to back. I've been doing this for weeks. Unless you mean you're here for 2 streams back to back. Best weapon in the game, something like that. That's not the button I meant to press. Ah! Everything's fine. Don't mind me. Unintentionally playing things up. Oh my goodness. I love being able to see. The 3 thieves on their own isn't really a big deal, but I'm worried about the dogs coming down. I don't think they're gonna aggro anywhere near here. Okay, whatever. Weapons not using stamina is so cool. Shrug for dominance, true. Where do you get the parrying dagger? Isn't it also down here? I don't remember. This is the thief set. Yeah, I'm also incredibly humble. Yeah, I've been doing a class stream one day and then a weapon stream the next day. Can you not? Oh my goodness. Because I've been trying to get used to streaming 2 days a week for Dark Souls 2 primarily. Because I know Dark Souls 2 is probably going to take more than 1 stream to do. And I would still like to do a playthrough every week. Krista, thank you so much. Because I think that counts for Krista donates too much money because as far as I know, she still doesn't have a job. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, well. So, get your bingo spaces marked off. Oh my god. Okay, that definitely counts as too much money. Jesus. Krista. Thank you so much. It's far too much money now. I am absolutely going to try to do this for Dark Souls 2. I'm going to try to use every single weapon in Dark Souls 1 and 2, and maybe eventually 3. I probably should have grabbed a shield. Mailbreaker, or Parrying Dagger, I saw someone say that it's a new Londo. Yeah, I feel like if you could more easily go between Lower and Upper Berg, it would be a lot more interesting, like in terms of dropping down. Because originally the progression was going to be Lower Berg first, and you go up to the Berg, the normal Berg. But that obviously ended up getting scrapped, and now you go Berg up to Parish, and then down to Lower Berg. But I feel like if they did more with the vertical design... I want to do Capra right now? Probably not. I do have a couple more fire bombs for the dogs, though. I feel like if they went with the Lower Berg to Upper Berg first, they could have done a lot more with the verticality, and I think that would have been really interesting. But I do still really like the lower down it is. Literally, the lower down it is, the lower in class they are, quote unquote. Too evil. Yeah. True. The closer to demons you get, the lower down you get, and then the closer to lords you get, the further up you get. And it's all social commentary because they're both the 2 different kinds of evil. Okay, I need to get out of here. Why am I fighting the Copper Demon? Does this count as depth skip? I don't think it does. Oh my god. This is tragic. It's pretty fast. I don't know if it's faster than any other thrusting sword, but it's pretty quick, all things considered. Okay. Now I just need to spend 10 minutes fighting the Capra Demon. It's been a very long time since I fought the Capra Demon on stream. That is so much damage. I wonder if it's going to be one of those instances of, like, the whip where it's garbage until I level it up and get scaling, and then it's going to be extremely decent. Oh my god. I need to not be greedy. I very much need to not get hit for this fight. Scott7309. I'm like 90% sure that so I just watched Trev's new video, and I'm like 90% sure I saw your comment on that. Because that was also a Scott with numbers after it, but I don't know if it was the same numbers. That's funny. Maybe both Achilles tendons. Oh my god, I got greedy. That needs to not happen. Why am I fighting this? I should have at least grabbed the gold paint resin before I did this, if I was planning on doing this. Oh my goodness. I'm getting greedy. Okay, just for my sanity, I'm actually gonna do this because I want the bleed here. Just because this fight is going to be far too long otherwise. Okay, well. Not that that helps with my insane skill issue. I swear to god I pressed the roll button. I like to live life dangerously. This is actually, like, I forget how difficult Capra is in terms of early game bosses. Like, he's not hard, but compared to other early game bosses, he is fairly difficult. Like, compared to Taurus. Or Gargoyles, even. Oh my god, that was extremely greedy. Everything's fine. Yeah, the bleed is making this go much faster, I think. If I had time to get running attacks, ooh, stagger. If I had time to get running attacks, I do think that the Mailbreaker would be significantly faster, but because I can't use its best attack, like... I don't know. The bleed just feels better. I should have done the glitch that just breaks his AI. And then it would truly be the Mailbreaker. I actually have to pay attention to this fight, which is why I'm not reading chat right now. Oh, I'm so sad. Tragic. Really struggled to no-hit Taurus. I get that. There's a lot of really weird hitboxes on the Taurus demon. Okay. So the aesthetics in Shulva aren't easy to get, but you don't have to fight anything. So relatively speaking, they are fairly easy. Okay, I'm gonna do Depths Clip first. I think it depends on the situation whether or not you want to use Life Gems or Estus, because a lot of the time, like, Estus heals you a lot faster, so if you're going to get hit, you kind of need to drink Estus. Or if you don't, if you don't feel confident in dodging one very specific attack, Estus is going to be better, but I think you do use Life Gems slightly faster, so... How... Oh, Mjolnir, aren't you doing, like, a really low ADP run? That's why you can't heal in the Elan fight. ADP does affect how quickly you use Estus. What the glorp? Breaker. I hardly know her. I have been prepared. I hardly know her. The name of the character. I was prepared. Someone in a Dark Souls 3 tournament? Yeah, I've heard that the Mailbreaker is fairly decent in Dark Souls 3 as well. It's good in Demon Souls too, at least for the first chunk of Demon Souls. I've used it in Boletaria Palace and through Stonefang a couple times. I need scissors too. Oh, the tool. Yeah, wait, the parrying dagger is worse than shields? Oh, isn't it that the parrying dagger in Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring is an instant parry, but has fewer frames as opposed to shields, which aren't instant, but have more frames to parry? Oh my god. I think there's a trade-off you're going for there, right? Does this have crit? It does have crit. That's cool. I did not know that. Okay, come here. Please. 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 Come here. Faster, slightly. Thank you. I need scissors. 61. Raiden, turn the game console off right now. What? I mean, I would argue that the parrying dagger is just kind of better in Dark Souls 3. Wait, you can't attack with a parrying dagger in offhand? Most weapons peaked in Dark Souls 2, to be fair. I think I want Power Within. I think that's probably a good idea to get in this run. I don't think I knew exactly about the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, but I had played the game overnight, and it was like, I think 10 a.m. like 8 to 10 a.m. by the time I got to that part. So I was so delirious. And him just being like, Raiden, turn the game console off. It was very funny to hear at that time. Raiden, shit your pants right now. I need to play that game again. Metal Gear Solid 2 is so good. The Mailbreaker is the best riposte tool in early Dark Souls 3? I didn't know that. Okay, Parrying Dagger acquired. I think... how much does gold pine resin cost? Because I can buy some. Okay. Surprised at the New Year stream? How so? I mean, it's Wednesday. Kojima voiced in Zootopia too. Is that true? Okay, gold pine resin. If you could two-hand your left-hand weapon in this game, I would probably put... I don't think I have a bone. I don't need a bone. I'd probably put the Mailbreaker in my left hand, because then I would two-hand to attack and use it to parry. I think that'd be fun. But okay, now we get... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get the very large ember now because the riposte damage is gonna be good for Ingrid. Yeah, it has been a while since Afna's been here. Thinking about Metal Gear Solid 2 got me thinking about Revengeance, and thinking about Revengeance got me thinking about the 4. Disable my Buwamp inhibitors. But Raiden, that's insane. You wait, what? I love that video so much. Yeah, I used to ebb and flow with Dark Souls, and then I started making content on it, and then I played it at least once a week for 2 years, and now I like it. If you did a second one, I would. Wait, you're just telling me to do that for the bingo, aren't you? Oof. I forgot I had to pay attention here. It's okay. It's okay that you slept through yesterday's stream and weren't here to be the funniest chatter. That way someone else could take up the mantle for once. This is the Mailbreaker. The Parrying Dagger is not a thrusting sword. I didn't say that to be like, obviously. But the thumbnail says thrusting sword. So, for the Parrying Dagger, I feel like it's just gonna be the worst dagger outside of the Ghostblade, obviously. So I want to do the Parrying Dagger as its own video, as opposed to a live stream, because I feel like if I tried to stream this, it would go really poorly. Video essay white boy. Yeah, you know, I think it's pretty telling that I used to make video essays before I transitioned. To be fair, there are some diamonds in the rough. I really liked my Titan Souls and Death's Door lore videos. Those are kind of bangers. There's also Novel Nostalgia, which to this day is one of my favorite things I've ever made. Like the Novel Nostalgia video essay is just, it perfectly encapsulates a lot of my thoughts about games that I never thought I'd be able to actually talk about because I didn't know what words to use. Oop, that was scary. Yeah, I don't need to heal. Hardly Dragger, but Drag is so cool. For the parrying dagger, just... I mean, I would want to use the parrying dagger as the weapon though, right? That's kind of like the thing. You have to do a specific amount of damage, right? To get him to aggro. So I can actually backstab him. There we go. Oh. Amaris? I mean, you could make a video essay about like... Holy shit, he has his whole legs out. What a slut. I don't know what's with me today. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, they're like good, very adult visual novels. You could make a video essay about one of them. Okay. I wonder why he pokes with the staff instead of just swinging with the dagger. I mean, I guess it's probably just... Ooh, I didn't expect that to me. How the AI works, but... It's funny. Really? Come on. There we go. How's today treating me? I don't know. I woke up like an hour and a half ago, and I'm streaming Dark Souls with the Mailbreaker, so... Could be worse. Pretty good, though. It's a viable melee weapon? Yeah, true. I mean, to be fair, it is probably better than the Ghost Blade, so like... You know... It's crazy that the Ghost Blade doesn't deal bleed. Like, it makes sense that the Jagged one does, right? And because there's a Jagged one, the Ghost Blade doesn't need to deal bleed. But there's just no use case for the Ghost Blade. The Mailbreaker joke has already been made, because I made the joke in the Discord that a bunch of people were going to make it today. And then Krista made it as soon as she got in here because of that. For everyone cosplaying their bingo card. I forgot that was in there. The Mailbreaker, I hardly know her a bit, has only happened once. But I'm much more prepared for that one. Oof, that's not great. Not the worst, but not great. I guess it's fine if I'm only gonna be killing one Dark Wraith with it, so... Ghost Blythe. It's pronounced Blythe, right? That's how I've heard people on the internet say it. So I assume. Technically, I think I would consider myself omnisexual, but... Like, I'm a lesbian. Blythe, yeah, okay. Email breaker. I hardly know her. I could barely fit that in with the character limit, by the way. Fort Lathe. Huh. Ghost blade in the left hand with a right hand butcher's knife. The ghost blade looks closest to the most basic kitchen knife. True. That's a good point. Somebody give me a use case for the ghost blade. That's crazy. No, I'm dead. This area always makes me think of Mario's disgusting wet caverns and the secrets he holds therein. I mean, there's a reason it's called the Mailbreaker. That's not the best execution of that joke, but that was the best I could muster. I didn't care enough to try harder than that. Dennis is a contender for the worst, most hateable of the Dark Souls 2 invasion. Yeah, I don't disagree. Dennis is like super annoying in the, I think it's the Soldier's Respite area. I think that's what it's called. The place with all the turtle guys. But I don't know. You can also just kind of make the jump and then start fighting him first, but you have to have knowledge that he's gonna invade in the first place. But like, I don't know. Outside of Iron Keep, I think Sharon is a lot worse. Haligtree? How else do you pronounce Haligtree? Okay. Time to actually successfully kill it this time. The Lance guy isn't an invasion though, right? I think... Oh my god. I think Orheim is the most annoying in Dark Souls 2. Because if you don't kill him, he just sits there, and I like not fighting invaders, but the two fog walls appear if you don't fight him, unless you specifically go through the, Oh my god! Unless you specifically go through, what are they talking about? Oh yeah, unless you go through Office Fog Wall, so... Happy New Year! I still got 8.5 hours until the new year, but... When does he invade you? Or, well, I guess there's that one in Broom Tower, but where else does he invade you? Because the Lance guy, I only really find the Lance guy somewhat annoying in Ilium Lois. Because in Broom Tower, he just runs away and you don't have to deal with him unless you specifically want the Artorias sword, whatever it's called. Majestic Greatsword. And I don't know where else he invades you. Counting this as streamer as watched, that's understandable. I should just be backstab chaining. I don't know. By the time I actually fought him in Broom Tower, I didn't have many issues. Invades you in your home. Yeah, and you can bypass the invasion entirely with a Seed of a Tree of Giants. So. Okay, so you're counting Ilium Lois as an invasion for the purpose of saying he invades you twice. I see. Two-handing it didn't change the damage at all? Or was it exactly 10 more? Wait, 3 more? I'm losing it. I swear to god it was 57 before. Okay, well. If it wasn't obvious, I'm not trying that hard this stream, and I have no idea why. Oh, speaking of not trying for streams, I'm planning on streaming this Friday for Return to Lordran. And I'm gonna play on my account that isn't banned, and also try to be human for most of it. So, if you are gonna be around this Friday, in 2 days and want to play Dark Souls with me. I think that would be fun to stream. Never been stream sniped. I think that would be a fun thing to do. Yeah, Return to Lordran starts on the 2nd and lasts through the 14th, I think? I don't remember. What time? 3 p.m. my time. That's when I'm planning on starting it anyway. Okay. Now we go to Andre. Another Return to Drangleic. They happen yearly, don't they? All the Return to. Sad mute monster ladies. I don't remember her name. Is the Dark Souls 3 one mute? Return to Drangles. True. One right before you got into the game, yeah. There was one right after I got into the game, and I happened to be playing Dark Souls 2 during Return to Drangleic one time for like one of my first playthroughs. It was very cool. Rosaria, yeah, that's her name. Oh, right, that's why you have to give her tongues. I forgot about that. Yeah, I also play Dark Souls 2 much more frequently than Return to Drangleic, would you have you believe? But, I don't know. Like, I've been playing Dark Souls 1, you know, weekly for 2 years. And I have never directly participated in Return to Lordran, and I think it would be fun. Some silly lesbian reference. It's also that. I don't know. I like Anastasia, so I get it. Yeah, Rosaria is just holding a worm. But she is a big woman. Well, Grass Crest. Probably. Yeah, I'm debating on whether or not I should play a New Game Plus, because I've always wanted to see. Like, I've never actually been Gravelorded. And that would probably be the best time to experience being Gravelorded. But it's also harder to just, like, start a stream and be like, hey, play with me if I start in New Game Plus, you know? So, I don't know. I might play in New Game and then play on my own in New Game Plus. Oh, okay, good. Favorite Covenant is Forest Hunters. Yeah, that checks out. I guess I probably do care about Havel's. Woo. Indeed, I agree. Well, I mean, if I'm not gonna be streaming my New Game Plus run, how do you know that it's gonna be me? Wow, that sure is damage. That's like battle axe kind of damage. Galquire is pretty awesome. The full legal name certainly will not fit. I'll probably just do solar pellets. History will forgive you. We'll see if From does, though. I mean, if I wasn't happening to be leaving home and incapable of streaming, specifically for the time that Return to Lordran is going on, I would stream both a New Game and New Game Plus run. But solar pellets. You just gotta like slightly misspell solar pellets. I don't know. I guess I could bring my stream setup, but I don't know how well that would work. I also don't think I could bring like most of the things that let me stream. A character long name limits, yeah. Oh my god. I am so upset at myself right now. Hold on. 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 Wait, give me 1 second. This is important. Okay, there we go. Death by Havel. That's been a very long time since Death by Havel happened. I'm so sad. I didn't rest? I could have swore that I rested. I didn't break his mail. I'm so sad. What a way to die. How long has it been since I died to Havel on stream? Because it's been a long time. Abandon my plans. Unfortunately, I cannot abandon my plans to visit my partner for her birthday. I love twisting my ankle after falling down a slope. Rabbit chaser. You're a chaser? Cooler pancakes. Hi, Small. Welcome. Happy New Year. Damn. Last time you were at a stream, I could have said see you next year, and it would have been accurate. That's crazy. Oops. Okay. I made it back. You get to survive for now, Hubble. Yeah, dark damage is not a thing in Dark Souls 1. As far as I know. You're a taser. There you go. Hey, Havel, how's it gone? Like, what the? I've been trapped in that tower for so long. He's apprehensive to leave. Wow, that is damage. Hey there, Havel. I would really appreciate if you just let me kill this crystal lizard, though. Here we go. A chunk, too. Nice. The occult effect? Yeah, I guess that's kind of dark damage, kind of. Is he gonna come out here? No, he's too scared to leave the tower. Occult affects lord bosses, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Anything that counts as a god or lord. Havel didn't have his mail broken. True. Very sad. Yeah, this is a lot worse than it was in Demon Souls, which is sad. I failed to parry a Black Knight. That's crazy. Insane skill issue on my part. The Occult Effect just does extra damage to Lord bosses. Like, I think it works on Gwyn. I think it works on ONS. I don't know. Does it work on the other lords? Hey, look at that. Gold pine resin. Silver Knights. Yeah, that makes sense. Gwendolyn. You should. Yeah, that's a good idea. A lot of people use my stream as background noise. Most people who watch the streams are lurkers. Oh, hey, Havel. How's it going? Forgot you were here. Havel jump scare. Bring a cult club. I don't know that would work on me. I'm too powerful for the occult invasion. You were a lurker once, yeah. Most people were. You're welcome for being background noise. I've been told that I'm fairly decent at it. Rats. We're rats. We're the rats. I don't have any more firebombs, do I? Bad. Well, this is going to be the longest crystal lizard fight you've ever seen in your life. I guess fight is probably a strong word. Dagger? Or bandit's knife might actually take longer. There we go. Large shards. I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules. Been a while since I saw that. Bit of a meal breaker yourself. Uh-huh. Ornstein, not Smo, and Gwyn. Ah, I guess that makes sense. Why Leroy? Also, that's it? Extremely useful infusion, I suppose. If you're like really struggling with and Orlando. Jeez, my brain just forgot the word. Doomed Yowie stick, true. Okay, I'm gonna buy as many night shards as I can. I want to get to +5 before going into Sens. Oops, that's not the button. I need 2 more. I can get one from the big guy, and I can just use one of my soul items to get to +5. I'm gonna rest. Just in case. Based on how this run has been going so far, I should probably rest right now. The first undead made by the way of white. Huh. Thank you for the boop. I appreciate that. I feel like Rhea is the most confusing for it to not work on. If it works on Leroy, right? I'm gonna crash out. Alyssa implicating that I can be domesticated or something. Oh my goodness. No, the Rhea in the game, silly. Not the real life Rhea. Come on. Partial. Barehanded partial. That's crazy. No, no healing for you. You know, I've heard the idea that foxes and raccoons are being domesticated, like are domesticating themselves. But I've also heard experts on the topic specifically say that that is not happening. Not in the way that people are saying, so. Premature parries. I think it was actually a late parry. Like, foxes and raccoons are probably becoming... Magnificent! Are probably becoming more reliant on humans in specific ways, but I don't think saying they're being domesticated is technically correct as far as I know. That P problem. So when I chose fox, I chose correctly. The way Andre says magnificent is one of my favorite lines in this game. Also, Gramps, huh? Huh? Ow. What are you doing? Why? Okay. Magnificent. Pardon me? Got 100 problems and girl P ain't one. True. Get out of the hole! God! This is harder to control than it looks, I swear. Boxes are so small, but they have so much pee in them. It's true. That was a good video. Look. Oh my god. I don't know why I didn't expect this. It's also a lot easier to control than a lot of people say. A lot of people say that it's like one of the hardest things to do, one of the hardest skips to do, or glitches to take advantage of, but it's really not that difficult to control. It's just you turn a little bit faster than you would expect. P is hard to control. It's true. Fox P is a threat. I have stories. Ones that I can't tell on YouTube. But I have stories. Mostly the streamers. I don't know if problem would be the right word. Beedrill hyper beam, true. Is this the earliest we've ever talked about girl pee? To get demonetized 101. Yeah. But it's funny, so it's okay. I think this is another instance of me wanting to use the bandit's knife just for the bleed. I think once I get to plus 15 and get like some dexterity, I'll be able to actually deal decent damage, but I just don't want to be fighting these giants for 20 minutes each. Unless it's using the Mailbreaker. Well, I'll use the Mailbreaker, just not at this exact second. This bingo havers are winning today. True. There we go. Ruby's crunch up as the giant almost stomped at her. That's really funny. Okay, look, the point of these streams is to like highlight the strengths and use cases for a weapon. And when you know, I'm doing something that is antithetical to the use case of the weapon, I feel like it makes sense to not use it if it's like that bad. $20 for Ruby to pee on stream. I don't know. Maybe on the drunk stream? Probably on the drunk stream, if we're being honest. Maybe not live on stream, but I could be paid for other things. How much after we take the mic to the bathroom? There we go. Walking a thin line, trying to not get demonetized right now. What Dark Souls 1 weapon do I have to be drunk for? I was gonna do a Siegmeyer cosplay because I felt like that makes sense. I also need to figure out when I'm doing that because it needs to be, or because I need to get the alcohol in the first place, which is expensive. And I wanna have certain cocktails. I think it'd be fun to like do like a zebra, try to approximate that, and then do something that kind of looks like Estus or whatever. Drunk off of onion soup. Why not Estus soup? French onion soup stream. The solar pellet stream of all time. Everything's fine. Okay, I need to buy one of these. My voice cracked. That was scary. I didn't say you aren't allowed. I just won't do it on live on YouTube. Estus soup sparks incidents? That's true. I beat Dark Souls with only French onion soup. I like French onion soup. It's pretty good. The Twitch is for it, true. Yeah, the Mailbreaker specifically is a thrusting sword. The parrying dagger looks fairly similar and is not a thrusting sword. The dagger. Look. I just got to be careful with what I do on YouTube, okay? This is like everything I do. You'd like onion soup if it didn't have cheese in it? The cheese is the best part. What do you mean? What? Within the past 2 weeks, I would have had to cleanse my body of all sustenance that isn't French onion soup to make sure that I am pure onion soup by that point. Happy New Year, Saki. Welcome. Supers for fueling the piss. True. Your tubes are taste weird. This is tragic. I might die here. Never mind. He's beating the shit out of that wall. I forget about that kick. That kick is scary. Onion piss moment. True. Just assuming that someone playing the video game is in the Solar Pellet stream chat. Maybe one day my streams will be popular enough to be for that to be likely, but speaking of, if you're enjoying your time with this stream, and would like to support me, you can like the stream. It means a lot. It helps me know that I'm doing the right thing. It also helps a lot with the algorithm, a lot more than you would think. And all the other algorithm stuff. Chatting helps with the algorithm. Subscribing if you're not. All that sort of things. I need the other Black Knight. And I think that's all the chunks. That's why I say area. I also take money as support. And if you happen to not want to give money to YouTube, which is entirely understandable, I do have a coffee link in the description if you want to support me more directly, but obviously no pressure. That's a good question. I don't know why I only have she, her in the description. I guess I set that a long time ago and just kind of forgot to update it. Where do you donate this? The Discord server. Which there's a link to in the description. Oh my goodness. Okay. Presumably I won't get one shot by the Black Knight, but we'll see. Do we have a pitch channel? I mean, we have several NSFW channels. So, yes. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong weapon. Oops. Okay, yeah, much better. Give me. No, there is not a piss specific channel. With the piss in the USB port. Don't do that. That's not good for your computer. I have unequipped the bandit's knife. That should get me to plus 14. I forgot I still need to fight this stray demon. Oh, right. Forgot about buttons. Forgot how to play this video game that I've been playing weekly for the last 2 years. There we go. Gonna level up dexterity a bit. The crit modifier, I think the idea is more to have, like, if you happen to have a weapon, like a straight sword, that isn't particularly good, in terms of AR, but is good for DPS, then you can have a dagger, which is light, for those single hit crits, as opposed to if you're using a heavier weapon that takes care of both of those roles on its own. Like, there is kind of a point to daggers having crit damage, but it's not that dramatic. I'm really hoping that this weapon ends up being like the whip, where it just kind of sucks until I get to level 40 dexterity with a plus 15. I guess we'll see what our damage is like here. I could go 2740. I don't think that's a good idea, but we'll find out. All right. How's everyone's day been? I know in like Elden Ring, the Executioner's Great Axe has the best crit damage, but like the Giant Crusher is just gonna be better than the Misery-Cord if you have the stats for it to take crits, as opposed to Dark Souls 1, where most heavy weapons are just gonna be better for crits anyway. Dark Souls 3 two-handed dagger moveset? I don't think I've tried that yet. At least not enough to have a good view on it. I really like the thrusting... That's a big number. The thrusting sword running attack in this game. You've returned with drawers. Why do you have drawers? What are you drawing? Well, I mean, to be fair, you do that with straight swords too, where you just spam R1. The damage isn't terrible. It's gonna be a lot better once I get a weapon buff for sure. You stealed them to put Legos on? I see. Putting the piss in the drawers. True. Wait, then why wouldn't you just spam R1 with a straight sword, which stun locks and kills quickly anyway? I wish I had bleed. Imagine how much faster this would be if I was using the bandit's knife right now. Get back here. These daggers are cooler. I like straight swords. I wish thrusting swords were like decent in Dark Souls 3. At least the ones you get early game are pretty awful. The Irithyll thrusting sword, or whatever it's called, is also pretty awful from what I've used of it. I note that the Crystal Sage rapier gives you item discovery, which is cool, but and I've never used the S-Stock though. I assume the S-Stock is decent. Oh, the running attack is so good. It feels bad in Dark Souls 3 to use anything other than a straight sword, because everything else is so awful. Like, why would I use anything other than a quality broadsword? There's literally no reason to use anything else, because everything else just does so much less damage. There we go. I used the dark sign, but I still have the souls. Whoa. Bet you didn't know about that. Almost definitely knew about that. It's extremely common knowledge. Funny bonk is kind of bad. No, hammers are actually good in Dark Souls 3. What? Having used the Gargoyle's Great Hammer with the like torch one and the Great Club. Anyway, they were pretty good. And there we go. Plus 15. Gargoyle's time. I do cosplay runs to use more weapons. I mean, I've already... I recommend, personally, just using the weapon in any way you want to, right? I think in Dark Souls 1 and 2 specifically, each weapon is different enough that I think they constitute their own playthroughs, but doing cosplays could be fun for sure. The reason the Dark Sign thing works is because bosses don't actually give you souls until quite a while after they die. And the Dark Sign only takes the souls that are in your possession at the moment. So you use the Dark Sign, it drains your souls, and then you get the boss souls. You just have to... Can you move, please? Oh my goodness. Thank you. So just like, you don't have the souls in your inventory for it to take away. So few attack opportunities. I mean, there aren't that many bosses that you get few attack opportunities with the Great Hammers. No, I don't know. I guess both of those weapons I did use in co-op. That's not too bad, actually. That damage is a lot better than I was expecting. But I've used the Gargoyle's Great Hammer a little bit solo, and I remember it being fairly good. Yeah, they are just like not as good as straight swords. That's fair. I do like the Claymore in Dark Souls 3. I think it's fun. Dark Souls 1 is one of those games where you can learn something completely new every single playthrough. I love it. It's very rare that I go through an entire playthrough without learning something. You have a bingo that would be cashed in like 2 hours. DS3 bad variety is on your bingo. Good to know. You're welcome. Okay, down to Quelaag. Now that I've got everything set up, everything should be a little bit quicker. What do I want to get? I kind of want to wear Brass and Goldhemmed. It's a framped. You fare sure. Mr. Frida sucks is your bingo square. I like Sister Frida. Sister Frida is cool. I think... Okay, I don't know. She's one of the better Dark Souls 3 DLC bosses. She's not my favorite. That would go to Demon Princess. But yeah, Phase 2 is rough. If Phase 1 went straight into Phase 3, I think Frida would be a very, very good boss. And I really like Phase 3, but... What's the... Okay, I do have an attunement slot. There was a Havel Death earlier, yes. Do I get a kick here? No, I do not. Actually... I mean, I was gonna parry him. I was trying to parry him. But he didn't let me. So... I don't get a kick out of the Mailbreaker now, unfortunately. Oh, I want to get Power Within. I have an idea. You leave me no choice but to jump off this ledge. Hold on, I can get Power Within. Don't worry about why the game is silent right now. It's not important. Wow, that's crazy. I got Power Within earlier. You guys just weren't paying attention. Cheating? What? What are you talking about? Cheating what? Can't believe no one remembers when I got Power Within. SMH not paying attention to the stream. I Admittedly, I also forgot that I got Power Within earlier, so I just do it too much for it to be memorable. Gaslighting successful. I don't think anyone has said the full legal name, but it was mentioned. Bo. I like the blocking animation of this one. Did I farm chunks? No. There are 6 guaranteed chunks before Anor Londo, and I ended up getting one from a crystal lizard. So there's the 2 from the Black Knights. There's the Greatsword Black Knight in the Burg, and there's the Sword Black Knight in the Burg, and the Greatsword Black Knight in the Parish. There's the 2 from the Giants and Sens. There's 2 static ones in New Londo, and then there's a crystal lizard in the basin and a crystal lizard in the Burg that both have a chance to drop a chunk. Bo is such a I don't know, he's just a comedy music artist. Yeah, I mean, it's not incredible damage. She shook her ass at me and it hurt. I mean, there's a chance I don't die to every boss. Have I died to it? No, because this is like the 3rd boss I fought. I kind of figured that, Rhea, but I couldn't think of any other bow, so. Yeah, I'm a lucky girl, I know. They say I'm the luckiest. Oh, right, Capra Demon. I never fight Capra Demons, so I don't think about it. She's shaking her ass again. The rare ass shake attack twice in a row. Capra Demon doesn't count. There we go. No, Capra Demon doesn't count. Bring nothing but good fortune, it's true. For those of you who are unaware, so most of my best ever Night Rain runs have been with Mjolnir present for some reason. Capra doesn't count. I did it as a bit earlier with an unupgraded weapon, and I never fight Capra, so obviously it doesn't count. Obviously. You're making moss? That's awesome. I wish I could make moss. Spontaneous snack. I'm trying to think. Okay, so does counter damage count for buff damage? Because if counter damage counts for weapon buff damage, I will get the Leo ring. Otherwise, I don't want to get the Leo ring. Dark Souls 1 makes the moss seem appetizing. Eating moss is a weirdly common trope in video games. Leo ring doesn't help with only... Oh, it does only help with physical, I assume. Okay, well, because I'm planning on getting Sunlight Blade for streamer behavior, yeah. It's only thrusting damage, okay. So it's not like you get a counterattack and all the damage that's applied gets the buff. It's only the counter damage from the physical. I believe two-handed running attacks have higher motion value, have like a 1.2 motion value most of the time. So in theory, I could get RTSR, and that would help quite a bit. Yeah, it's probably a decent damage, but I guess I can put this on as well. I don't have the strength requirement for Grass Crest. This is tragic. Okay, so the two-handed motion value is extremely useful on this weapon, as it turns out. Ghostblade was in the stream. I don't think I've talked about the Black Knight Halberd in the stream yet. Keyword yet. Okay, I'll put that on, and then I need Faith for Sunlight Blade. It's 35. And I think... I think after 35, I'm just gonna go everything else into Vitality. Maybe I do need Endurance. I don't know. You know, technically, I can choke with this weapon, but I don't have the strength requirement for the shield, so it's kind of useless. Unfortunately, this might be a chokeless stream. Yeah, extremely small choking range. I need to be choked. Don't choke on the don't choke on the Mailbreaker. I wasn't planning on it. No comment. But I don't think pitifully small would be the right descriptor. Spears are the true way of choking it. True. I think the pike is the last spear that I haven't used, and that's gonna be on the next weapon pull. I don't remember when I'm streaming next week. Or, I mean, next time I stream, I guess. It will not be next week. Okay, I need to wait for him to rotate. I don't think he's gonna fall here, but maybe. Yeah, no. Okay, Power Within probably isn't worth it here, but... Whoa. That's a lot more damage than I was expecting. Like, I knew it would be exactly 40% more, but... Oh, everything's fine. There we go. Now he should fall. Solar Pellets does not show live on stream. Really tragic. Power Within is always worth it, that's true. That Iron Golem falling. I mean, I do try to get it every stream. You should do Iron Golem falling or Tarkus. I should summon Tarkus more often for these last last few streams. Alright. Stoking it to use the power within. True. Okay, I guess I didn't really end up using that pine resin, but oops. Get a few more souls so I can get enough faith. I do also want one more level in attunement, but harnessing the power within to choking it. Also true. Puppy Dog Torcus was very funny. What is next stream? It's the next class. Or, well, I guess technically it's Return to Lordran, but what's the next class after Thief? I think it's Bandit? I don't remember. Oh, I have to fight Gwendolyn. Ugh. You know, I really want to do a notched whip run. Speaking of fighting Gwendolyn, I got to thinking about that because the Dragon Bone Fest run I did was an awful Gwendolyn fight. But I want to do a notched whip run. But the problem is if I do send skip, I have to finish Ornstein and Smough before going back because the Painted World sets your spawn. So if I enter the Painted World and then leave and then use a bone, it's gonna set my spawn to the beginning of Anor Londo. So it won't actually take me back out of Sens to upgrade the whip. So I don't know. I don't want to fight Ornstein and Smough with a +5 notched whip. That seems very unfun. Having tried it a couple times by now, but I don't know what else to do. Need to get Dark Souls Remastered on PC just to invade. True. Why does this tree so weird? Good question. Run back. In the Painted World? The only way to get out of the Painted World is to, hold on, it's in my brain somewhere. Wait, can you meme roll out of Sens? I didn't even think about that. From on top where the giant is, can you meme roll down to where Siegmeyer is sitting? How are you supposed to run back to Andre if you can't leave Sens? Yeah, I was thinking there might be a death plane there, but actually don't know. I can't parry with the shield. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, I need to pee. I'll be right back. I'm back. This time. Cross it off the bingo. I'm gonna unequip the grass crash shield. Because... I forgot that it automatically goes down now. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about how I could get back to Andre after getting the notched whip. Because I don't want to fight ONS with a different weapon. Because that feels like it kind of ruins the point of the run. I don't know. Fast trans wizardry? Yeah, but the notched whip is like kind of obscure to get, right? So I want to actually collect the notched whip. Because you have to go fight Jeremiah. And then, like, even if I do that, then I have to go back and use cheats to get out of Sens. Which is like... I don't know. Feels weird. Where the Xanthus at? Yeah, I was planning on doing that too. It looks very strange in Dark Souls 1 with how the tassels don't actually tassel. I guess I can do this for now. I'll probably end up keeping that on this whole run, actually. I mean, getting the 200 souls before the Sanctuary Guardian feels like if I go P before the Sanctuary Guardian. So, I don't know if that makes sense to add Domingo. I don't have a catalyst. I can kill Rhea when I get back. She shows up after you kill the Capra Demon. Is she gonna be in the Tomb of the Giants? I wasn't expecting that to hit me. I should have rolled. I don't know why I didn't. Is he... Did he just move? Did he just scoot forward? If he... I didn't know he could move. I thought the only way he could move was by teleporting. He's got to reset. He's got to walk back forward, so when you go back to the hallway... Yeah, that makes sense. I've never seen that animation. I genuinely had no idea he could move like that. Okay, let's see how effective the Mail Breaker it is. Okay, well, if I could land the hits, seems pretty decent. He can only teleport backward, as it turns out. That's why he was scuttling forward. There we go. Yeah, when you can land the hits, it's pretty good. There we go. Mail successfully broken. Okay, my favorite Dark Souls 1 armor set, which looks atrocious in Dark Souls 3. YouTube hates your funny jokes. Yeah. YouTube hates being funny. I don't think the brass set appears in Dark Souls 2, which is tragic, because it would probably look the best by far in Dark Souls 2. Looks pretty good in Night Rain though. The helmet in Dark Souls 3 is just like absurdly large. It's funny. Hey, the Mailbreaker is light enough that I can actually wear it. Oh yeah. I think it would be fun to replace the hood with like the avatar Nikki drew. I think that'd be cute. But again, I'd have to either learn how to 3D model a character like that or commission someone to do it, which is expensive. Okay, Faith, I need to get that to 35 as soon as possible, and then I'll just start leveling Vitality for now. I'll get the Leo ring. Love the Brass and Night Rain. Yeah, it's really good. A wobbly gut on the side. I can do that. That one's easy. The Dark Souls 3 brass set, the proportions are awful. The head is massive. The chest plate is also massive for no reason. The Dark Souls 3 Xanthus set is also extremely disappointing after what it looked like in Dark Souls 2. I do really like the Xanthus set in Night Rain. Like the way the armored skirt part was in Dark Souls 3 looked pretty awful. Yeah, true. I need to release the Thick Dragon as its own mod. And then also maybe include the Dragon Acolyte class in that mod too. A promo dragon form mod that works too. There we go. Actually successfully made it through Anor Londo this time. Can you hold weapons as dragon form? Yeah. Though usually the claws are going to be better. Wasn't Remastered just on sale for the winter sale? I don't know, I like the cape for the Xanthus set in Dark Souls 3. I just really don't like the armored skirt part. I think it looks too... I don't know. I don't like it. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting the character to move like that. Excuse me. Making you lose against your eyelids. Wait your turn, Ornstein. Jesus. Okay, Smo is not waiting. That lightning spear always has so much more delay than I expect. Ah! That was scary. My whole life flashed before my eyes. I need to heal. I don't think that was safe. No, it probably was. Ah! Hey there, Ornstein. How's it going? Pretty good on the counter damage. What the? I took damage from that. Super Ornstein is the boss of all time, for sure. All you Super Ornstein bingo square havers. You're welcome. Huh? What did I take damage to? Okay, that one is fair. Oh my god. Okay. I hate this boss. Admittedly, I'd rather fight this than Seath, but... Actually, I don't know how true that is. Your bingo card last week would have been stacked. Tragic. Oh. Oh, that was horrifying. There we go. The boss, this boss is a garbage duo boss. Interesting opinion. Okay, yeah, I figured that's what would happen. Here we go. Mostly because of the broken Ornstein charges. That's like the least atrocious part of the boss, in my opinion. As long as you understand that you can take advantage of the pillars, I really think that ONS works fine as a duo boss. Godskin Duo is fine, because there are ways to circumvent like the biggest problems with it. Like sleep pots make it not a boss, which I think is cool. They're also very weak to bleed. The noble is has very low stance health, or posture, whatever you call it in Elden Ring. But I don't know. I don't think Godskin Duo is as bad as some people give it credit for, but it's also not good. Okay. Is it 30 or 35? I'm pretty sure it's 35, right? It's only 30? Okay, I can start leveling endurance then. I don't know. I feel like from gank bosses are hated a lot more than they deserve to be just because people are incapable of using the right stick correctly. I have fought ONS with so low damage so many times. I've done soul level 1 straight sword hilt on Ornstein Smo. I've done notched whip +5 or ONS. I never beat that, but I put in a lot of time into that. I've done Dragon Bone Fist ONS. I don't know. I fought ONS a lot with very, very low damage. And they're like, don't get me wrong, it's not like the best boss in this series or whatever, but saying that it's worse than Godskin Duo is crazy to me. Considering the fact that Godskin Duo doesn't function a lot of the time. Like how the role can just go over the broken pillar sometimes, even though it's very obviously and explicitly not supposed to do that, but it just does sometimes if you get unlucky. Or like how their attacks genuinely just do not work with each other at all, and they can just switch aggro on a dime without even giving you a warning. Like suddenly they'll both be throwing fireballs at the same time and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Like, yeah, you also get frame trapped in Ornstein and Smo, but it's a lot easier to avoid. And they're not as sporadic with how they target you. Yeah, Gank Trio. Jolva is probably my least favorite Dark Souls 2 boss. My favorite gank in Souls. I'm trying to think about it, because there are actually quite a few decent ones. Probably Ruin Sentinels? Ludden obviously. Wait, hold on. It's Ludden. I forgot Ludden was a gank boss. I love Ludden. Elden Ring DLC Brawl? Are you talking about Letta and Co? Because I hate Letta. The Letta fight is one of my least favorite parts of the DLC. I would rather fight Radahn, Prime Radahn, than Letta. Oh my god. That's awesome. Count Twin Princes? I wouldn't say so, no. I don't think Twin Princes count as a duo fight. They just kind of count as a fight that has a second moveset that happens to have range. That was horrifying. My whole life flashed before my eyes. You're still alive. Interesting. They just add Prime Radahn 3 times. Wait, what was the other one? I really like the balancers. I think the balancers are really fun. They're also, I don't know, they're not the best. They do very much frame trap you and like randomly switch aggro and stuff, but they're not like that bad. I can't, what's happening? What is this hitbox? I swear to God, it's not usually this bad. But yeah, I've fought balancers quite a bit, and I think they're pretty good, but they're definitely not like in contention with one of the best gank fights that From has ever made or anything. Everdark balances are also pretty awful. are pretty awful in my opinion, just because of the survive phase. Hello, June. Welcome. Radahn is Elden Beast? That checks out. Makes sense to me. I think it's funny that people say that Dark Souls 2 has a lot of gank bosses when Dark Souls 3 is a lot more front-loaded with gank bosses. Because right off the bat, you get Crystal Sage, who I would very much argue is a gank boss. You get Deacons, who is a gank boss. You get Abyss Watchers, who is a gank boss. Wolnir, who can summon skeletons, who is a gank boss. Pontiff, who I can see the argument that he's not a gank boss, but it is 2 enemies attacking you at once, so it is a gank boss. Ow. Twin Princess is really good. I think Twin Princess is a really good duo boss. Helamita is a good kisser. True. Can confirm. It doesn't matter if they're easy. It's not about difficulty. People complain specifically about Dark Souls 2 having too many gank bosses. And then Dark Souls 3 also has a ton of gank bosses. Radahn is the young and beast, true. Yeah, people do just want to complain about Dark Souls 2. It's tragic. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. I don't know, most Dark Souls 2 gank bosses are also really easy. It's not like, I don't know, anyone is struggling with Twin Dragon Riders. Magus and Congregation. Freya. Okay, well, I struggled with the Crystal Stage the first few times I played Dark Souls 3, so I get it. Snake Pier, indeed. Yeah, Spear of the Church. I forgot about Half-Light. Half-Light is rough. For most DLC bosses in Dark Souls 3 are gank bosses, huh? Because there's the Grave Tenders, the Grave Tender Great Wolf combo, which is a gank boss. There's Frida, whose second phase is a gank boss. There's Human Princess, who is a gank boss, and Half-Light, which is also a gank boss. Smelter Demon is very good. I love Smelter Demon. Yeah, I've died to the Twin Dragon Riders, and it made me sad. I haven't heard any fireworks today, luckily. I'm safe for now. It's only 5 p.m. though. I forgot to use Power Within. God damn it, Sif. Stop doing this. Ooh, that's a lot better damage than I was expecting to get. My goodness. Ooh, yeah. That double hit is really good too. And I think one of those was counter damage. Felt like it anyway with that damage. Okay, well, thrusting weapons are a little rough with their thigh gaps, but... Come back! Jesus! Oh my goodness. This is your fault. This is your fault for jumping away. And having thigh gaps. Jesus. Yeah, there are a lot of gank bosses in Dark Souls 3. Proportionally, I think it's on par with, if not more than Dark Souls 2. Okay, one endurance. I want one more attunement first, and then endurance, so I can wear the rest of my armor set. Can you get the lady to invade you during Gale? If that one a gank boss. I don't think I know what you're talking about. Dark Souls 2 just has Alana. Alana's cool. I really like Alana. I think that's one of the better gank bosses in the series, to be honest. It's a little scary when you don't know what you're doing, but I think that makes it good. Just give me... Is enough to consider all bosses from Dark Souls 2 as gank bosses? I don't think I get the bit. Alana's the best one? I get it. I like Alana. I just definitely wouldn't consider the best gank boss in the series. Not by a long shot. I have never explored the Gale Arena. Usually I will kill Gale and then stop playing Dark Souls 3. For a significant portion of time. Dark Souls 1 only has Pinwheel, Four Kings, and LNS, right? Oh, gargoyles. I don't know how I forgot gargoyles, Jesus. I think that's it. Dark Souls 1 doesn't have a lot of gank bosses. Deacons. I don't like thinking about deacons. Ow. Rude. Jeez. Team Souls 3. Yeah, deacons can be a little bit scary if you have like a really low level thrusting sword or something. Searched up Mailbreaker only and got this. Insane timing. This hasn't exactly been Mailbreaker only, but it would have been if I had been more patient earlier, so. Okay, I need to use Power Within. Probably, that was bad timing. Insane skill issue. I don't know. I feel like Mailbreaker only wouldn't be particularly interesting at the beginning. Just because I'd have spent 10 more minutes fighting giants. There we go. Okay, come here. Okay, Three Kings isn't about my skill level, it's about the weapon damage. I can't force Three Kings when I am doing this damage. We'll see if it happens, but... Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting that to hit me, actually. Oh my goodness. Three Kings is not happening, I'm sorry, Ben. No way. I'm trying to get the running attack, but the spacing is just kind of bad. Oh my god. I don't know why I attacked there. Alyssa rigged the bingo. She's the one who made it, so I guess that makes sense. I probably could have gotten bingo. Bingo, what? I probably could have gotten Three Kings if I had played a little bit more cautiously about stamina and stuff, but Alyssa the winner. Oh, okay, everything's fine. I was afeared. Ow. Don't mind me being bad at the Four Kings, the easiest boss in Dark Souls. That's a bit, by the way. They're not that easy. In Soul Level 1, these guys are actually extremely rough. I mean, there are instances in which I think you can enter competitions despite being a proprietor of said competition. That might kill me. I am shocked that did so little damage, to be honest. Okay, well, that's rude. Counter damage doesn't go to the full health bar, so even if I had the Leo ring on here, that wouldn't have helped. There we go. The legendary Fifth King! I didn't think that would still be there. Crystal Halberd. Interesting choice. Interesting choice for a weapon, for sure. Yeah. Four Kings. Oh yeah, I was saying something about entering a tournament despite being a proprietor of a tournament or competition. And the reason I brought that up is because I helped port CarQuest to PC. And I still speedrun CarQuest Deluxe, so I was defending myself. Albert got crystallized. Truly tragic. I used the crystal sword in my very first playthrough ever for a little bit. I used the crystal halberd for one boss. It's different. Had no stats? I mean, I feel like at that point you wouldn't want a crystal weapon though, right? I feel like the lightning spear probably would have done better for you. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I highly disagree that the demons in Dark Souls 3 aren't very ganky. Highly disagree with that. Um, even though one is supposed to be passive, it very rarely works out that way. Okay, a little bit more endurance. I'll get 15 should be okay. Yeah. Feeblecast one. I am so excited to play Dark Souls 2 so that I can do that impression every single time. I don't know why I did that. Does that make it 20 off the bat, or do you need to offer all 4 to make it 20? It's definitely not 10 seconds. They also have combos that last more than 10 seconds. I can assure you that it is extremely rare that they don't overlap attacks. Imagine. I couldn't repost because she was talking. Using dialogue to your advantage is crazy. After playing the Night Rain DLC quite a bit and fighting the Demon Princess several times in Night Rain, I went back to Dark Souls 3 and played Seamless with someone. Wait, no, that... Was that me? That might have been Luna, actually. One of my headmates played Dark Souls 3 Seamless with someone. And us two specifically very much share each other's muscle memory. So she found the Demon Princess extremely easy in Dark Souls 3 compared to Night Rain, which I thought was funny. I have fought them in Dark Souls 3 and Night Rain very many times, both. And can assure you that they're not dramatically more aggressive in Night Rain. They are a little bit, and they're also more likely to both be active at the same time. But Yusaka time? Theoretically gaming? Theoretically. Why is it theoretical? Yusaka from Dark Souls. The arena size doesn't really matter. I don't know. That's just because their movements are a lot more suited to Dark Souls 3. Like they were made specifically for Dark Souls 3, right? Excuse me, stop trying to block with your sword. That's rude. And you have a shield right there. Jeez. I'm surprised YouTube let that through. Allie. That was 100% genuine. My brain didn't even register the Crystal Hollow. Because all the corpses on the ground next to me, it just kind of like blocked out the visuals. Holy shit. I genuinely didn't even notice that a Crystal Hollow is there. That was 100% real. Oh my god. Happy New Year, Gan. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Theoretically hollow, true. Second worst weapon? No, not even remotely. Mailbreaker's not like incredible, but it's decent. I don't know. I don't know what I would consider second worst, but it's definitely not the Mailbreaker. Probably like Dragon Slayer Spear or something. I don't know. It's kind of hard to like rank weapons in specific ways. It's like the Jagged Ghostblade isn't particularly good, but it very much has use cases and is very, very good early game. Whips are absolutely not worse. Well, okay, the whip isn't worse. I would say the whip is significantly better than the Mailbreaker. The notched whip, I haven't gotten that far with. I haven't gotten to the point where the whip itself was good, so I can't say whether or not the notched whip is going to be better or worse. But the whip is not worse. Okay, where's this one that jump scared me last time? Counter damage? Love to see it. Yeah, the Jagged Ghostblade has bleed and is also just really good early game and is fairly easy to get. But like, you know, if you're fighting Gwyn with it or whatever, it's going to be significantly worse. And I mean, like, there are weapons like the sniper crossbow or whatever, right? But if we're going purely melee weapons, I wouldn't even consider the sniper crossbow that bad. I don't know. It's hard to, like, rank weapons. In terms of, like, efficiency, the Avalon is pretty awful as well. Oh, excuse me. Dark Hand. Dark Hand is probably second worst. Hold on. Okay. Hello, NB Lisama. Welcome. Happy New Year. Yeah, counter hits giving or having a special sound effect would be really nice. Like crits from Dark Souls 2. I wouldn't even say that sniper crossbow is particularly specialized. It is kind of just a worse crossbow. Because, like, you're not going to be using crossbows for range very often, right? And if you are, you're going to be using bows instead. So. Dark Hand SL1. Why not just use Dragon Form? Dragon Form would just exclusively be better, wouldn't it? Hornet Ring uses Demon Souls animations? That's awesome. I had no idea. How did I not know that? Yeah, Dragon Form is like unironically really, really good. That doesn't one-shot. That's tragic. Okay, well. Alright, unfortunately my thrusting sword is very tiny today, but I'm sure that doesn't matter. Okay, you. Gotta keep track. It's like I'm playing a Mario Party minigame here, trying to keep track of which Pasaka I need to let grab me. There we go. Yeah, exactly. It's about how you use it. Okay. This will probably one-shot me, actually. That's fine. First Pasaka 2026. I still have 7 hours till 2026, but... Right. Estrogen does do that to one's thrusting sword if you don't use it enough. There you go. Can you use the sniper crossbow to cheese Manus? Because you can't do that with the heavy crossbow. I don't think the Hornet Ring does different animations for non-reposts. Or for non-reposts, specifically on NPCs. Yeah. Hornet Ring only gives a different animation on NPC reposts. Ooh, I got spit on. I don't know, I guess I'm not complaining, okay? YouTube blocking. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. Wasn't even worried a little bit. Oops. Ah. Everything's fine. Wasn't even a little bit worried. Okay, well. You need to go away, please. Oh. Okay, well. Oh my goodness. Okay. Autism time. Thank you, NB Lixoma, for giving me an opportunity to autism. Crossbows are not bad in Dark Souls 1. They are a very, 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 very niche tool, but they are not bad. They do not require any scaling, or they don't scale at all, rather. So they do not require you to level up any stats to actually use them effectively. Which means if you do happen to need a ranged option on a strength build, crossbows are your only option, and they do good damage. I did a crossbow only run, and I'm very much... I literally just need to record the script, but I tried to do that the other day and did not get very far. So I do need to do that. And it was the easiest playthrough of Dark Souls 1 I have ever done in my life. Genuinely, by far, one of the easiest runs I've ever done. They are also significantly faster than bows. So if you are specifically wanting to use a ranged weapon... Actually, I'm trying to think of what use case that would be in particular. Because like for Gwyn, right? If you're doing bow only on Gwyn, you can't parry and then shoot and then parry and then shoot. You can't like loop them like that like you can with melee weapons. You can actually do that with crossbows. Because the reload time is actually less time than it takes for the bow to be two-handed shot and then un-two-handed. I guess casters are more... I don't know what build you would want a crossbow for, but if you want to do specifically like a tank build, doing it like a poise tank build, doing it with crossbows, in my opinion, is easier than melee weapons. Because while it does give you less damage because it doesn't scale, also... you don't have to put stats into it, right? So you can put all your stats into health immediately. Plus, you don't have to worry about range if you're like fat rolling and can barely move or whatever. So you can just sit there and spam crossbow bolts the whole time. genuinely so easy. Because you just get 50 health immediately. Poise tanking ONS, why did I pull that? Poise tanking ONS is very difficult. Excuse me, because there's not really good armor, good heavy armor for lightning damage, but otherwise, like, crossbows are so good. Hold on. Was that the one? I don't know if that was the one. Pardon me? Okay, it was the right one. Gotta put Dark Souls to its limits. Hello? Come on. I really hope that, what's his name? The Dark Souls, or I mean the Elden Ring DLC character, Bo. Sokka baiting, true. What's his name? I don't remember his name. His bow. I hope his bow gets added to Night Rain. As... No, not Iron Eye. Ansbach, yeah. Ansbach's bow. Because the spread shot ability seems really fun. Especially if you get, like, a bleed version or something. Well, you can't really get infusions on yellow, or I mean on purple weapons, right? I don't know. I do still think that would be really fun, because it's just kind of a better version of Iron Eye's R2. Or I guess the normal bow R2. I don't think it's specifically only on Iron Eye. I don't know. I'm really hoping they add a lot of Shadow Leer Tree weapons, and not only a specific few of them. Pardon me? The black bow for appearance? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've been wanting to do an Ansbach's bow playthrough, but I'm worried about specific bosses. Iron Eye is the only one with a spread shot R2? Okay, good to know. I never ever pick up bows on any other character. For what I hope are obvious reasons. I did pick up a crossbow one time when I was fighting fighting Maris in one of my very first playthroughs, and using it to fight the tentacles from range was kind of nice. Old Iron King? I mean, I wouldn't really call him a punching bag. If he had higher health, he would just end up being Ceaseless 2.0, right? I mean, like, he kind of already is. And the only reason he dies so quickly is because Dark Souls 2. That's it. I also think if they tried to quote-unquote fix them in Night Rain, they would just add an absurd amount of combos and would make him never, ever, 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 ever stop attacking. So it would be extremely unfun. Paradoxus with Full Moon Crossbow on her left hand for the aesthetic. That's a good one. I like that. Revenant? Yeah. One of my partners would always pick up a crossbow while playing Revenant because they would run out of FP too quickly and wouldn't have a good, or wouldn't like using the claws, so they would just spam crossbow bolts. Nashandra? Again, if they tried to fix Nashandra, they would just make her constantly spin. I don't know. I really don't think any of the, or them bringing back any bosses like that would be particularly interesting. Because like they barely changed Smelter Demon and Freya. It's really tragic that they didn't bring back another Dark Souls 2 boss for the DLC. but they did for Dark Souls 1 and 3. Undertaker's new skins, I really like most of them. I don't actually really like the Kieran one because it just, I don't know, there's just something about her armor that I don't particularly like. Like the side that you see when you're playing is nice, but I don't like the mask. The Lord's Blade, or the ceramic mask, just doesn't do it for me. Enjoy the concept of a tree duo fight, I agree. Diamond boss room bingo? We'll see. Hopefully not, but there's always a chance. I still don't have a catalyst, so I can't actually use Sunlight weapon on my blade. Her stupid heckin' shoes. Looks like we did not get a clam. I don't know if this is going to be far enough. I think my favorite Undertaker skin is either Darkness or Brass. But I like Remembrance too. Keith is being very kind. Undertaker could have had Desert Pyromancer. Oh my god, you're a genius. You're so much smarter than Ishizaki. I can't believe you didn't think about that. I think fighting Pinwheel causes Rhea to go to the catacombs? I don't know. I guess we'll see. You sorry fool. You've been waiting for that one? Yeah, true. Everyone should have had Desert Pyromancers. I'm sorry, yeah, it must be done. I need your catalyst. I think the Millbreaker might unironically just be better than the Rapier. From what I'm experiencing right now. Especially if you're doing a Spellblade. Like, if you're doing Spellblade, Millbreaker is just better. But I think even without that, it's like shockingly good. I don't know. It's been a while since I used the Rapier, but can you go away, please? Millbreaker is very much overhated. Scimitar. Isn't that like a 1% chance drop? Xanthus is by far my favorite Scholar skin for sure. I love the Xanthus set on him. Okay, want a little bit more so I can wear the hood. That should be enough. It is indeed. And now I can level up Nothing by Vitality. Do I? I didn't pick up any catalyst, yeah. Okay. I wanted to make sure. Tiny spider, ew. Pardon me. Ah! That's so mean! I'm gonna die to the wisp now! God damn it! I got Goomba stomped. Goomba stomp true combo, Jesus. The bone zone, truly. Yeah, Cromwell set. I say Cromwell because I think Cromwell is a much funnier name than Oswald. Cromwell set is actually pretty good looking. Are you kidding me? This has never happened before. This is a brand new experience. How are you? I mean, how was the fall? This never happens. My thrusting sword is usually better. Oh, now I'm gonna have Welcome to the Underground stuck in my head. I never actually listened to that. Never experienced that in my Undertale phase. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Okay. Here's the true test of the weapon. You know what? That was a lot better than I was expecting. Do I want to get the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring? I probably do. I don't know. Oh, that's so far away, though. Pinwheel and Night Rain, true. I agree. But it instantly goes into phase 2. Plus 20. How do you get plus 20? Oh, excuse me. Okay, I think Rhea should be... Do you need to kill Capra for Rhea to be here? Because if you do... I think Sunlight Talisman would be my best choice. And I don't want to get the Sunlight Talisman for obvious reasons. Yeah, immediately put him in phase 2 so he has 11 clones constantly. That's the ideal situation. Okay, so Rhea's not down here. Huh. He's Capra died? Okay. Oh. Guess my levels in Faith were wasted. I could show off Cabra cheese. Since he killed me earlier. You just have a ton of Pinwheel clones all over the entire map until you get to the Night 1 boss. Pinwheel is too dangerous to be kept around constantly. He needs to be highly limited. Got insane AoE, true. He's the biggest AoE in the game. Bigger than the Dreadlord Ball Slam AoE. The Meatball Slam. Oh no. This is like the worst pot spot to land at. I don't know if this will be stable. Okay, good. We're fine. Everything's fine. There we go. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. There we go. The rematch. There's no way I can lose this time. Oh, that was a close one. we go. Okay, so she should be down here now, right? In theory. There you are. Oops, sorry. Finger slipped. Alright. Now we can actually use Sunlight Blade. I have this attuned? I do not. Okay. It does scale up to 50, so I'm going to be doing probably significantly less damage than I'm used to with Sunlight Blade, but it's still going to be way better than a Lightning Pine Resin. You'd be surprised, Vin. The Witch's Robes? Like, I'm mid-rolling because of the talisman. Like the Beatrice's set? I'm not used to using such a light weapon where equip load isn't as important. Oh my goodness. It's very strange to like be able to wear armor without having 40 endurance. Oh, the ones I'm wearing, yeah. Full time set, brass set combo is my favorite armor set combo in the game for sure. Do I want to power within? I'll probably do power within. Might as well. I do also want to put humanity here. Right. I haven't done Vedic Chaos. Yeah, I mean, I have the perfect amount of humanity for it. To skip Centipede Demon this time. Who is, as we all know, the hardest boss in the game. So, good use of my 30 humanity for sure. Hair removal cream? You mean like Nair kind of stuff? It doesn't work for me, and I'm not really sure why. It has something to do with my hair specifically. But if it works on you, it should work really well. Okay, I'm gonna drop down before I power within. It can damage your skin if you use it incorrectly, but as long as you follow the instructions, it's actually pretty safe. I definitely pressed the roll button after I got hit, but I pressed it. God damn it, Nito. God damn it, Nito! Jesus. Nito did it for the bingo. What a jerk. Yeah, if you have sensitive skin, I wouldn't recommend it, but... Or, like, really sensitive skin. It didn't damage my skin at all when I used it, and I have fairly sensitive skin. But if you have really sensitive skin, it's also not super great. Excuse me. I probably just could have gone for it, to be honest, but... Okay. This time. Oh my goodness. My character refused to drink at the perfect timing. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Please give me 1 second. Appreciate that. Wait, what? Where's the hitbox here? Nito, stop it! Jesus! You're just being rude at this point. Yeah, how's it feel? Not even gonna be able to use the weapon buff at him at this, or on him at this rate. Oops. Cool. I love that. That didn't hit him. That's super awesome, actually. Oh my god. I'm gonna die to Power Within. Damn it! I'm so sad. Yeah, I mean, he does the stab frequently. Or that much. Not infrequently for me. I've definitely seen him do it more, but it's frustrating when it happens. Pardon me. Ugh. If he hadn't done the stab so much, I wouldn't have gotten impatient. That's a strat. He's just trying to wait me out, trying to make me impatient so I lose. Okay. Maybe Power Within is a bad choice here. No. Power Within is always a good choice. Thank you. Nito's being kind this time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Counter damage was kind of going crazy there. Okay. Kind of unfortunate that it didn't hit that skeleton. I hate the roll attack. The roll attack is so annoying. Skeleton rolls are so much worse than bone wheels. Because skeleton rolls can actually turn. And the other two had iframes. Really, Nito? Come on. Don't be like that. Really? Jesus. Skeleton iframes are tragic. Forget that that can have a follow-up. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Nito. That was very kind of you. Okay. Finally. Awful Nito fight. I have played the game at 2x speed. I did that a while ago, actually. No, I think it's miasma. I think the cloak is death miasma. Okay, 20 and vitality. Finally actually leveling vitality. Cool. I specifically chose 2x speed because I thought it would be like fast enough to be interesting, but slow enough that I couldn't trivialize everything by just spamming R1 because enemies would be too slow to attack me. It was still extremely easy. It was, I don't know, not really a challenge run, but it was funny. I don't know. I mean, this is 3x. I use 3x when I'm just like sprinting between stuff because it feels controllable, but slow enough that it's like, or yeah, slow enough that it's controllable, but fast enough that it feels like I'm actually going faster enough to skip things. Anyway, while Manus manhandles me, I'm gonna go pee. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Look, Manus is good at handling, you know what I mean? I wonder if I could do the game moving at double speed. Because I guess I could set myself to 0.5 speed and then use Cheat Engine to speed it up. OP. Whoa! Unfortunate follow-up. I didn't know you could do that without jumping away first. Also extremely unfortunate timing. Oh, I forgot I have weapon buffs, huh? Okay. Forgot my weapon buffs. Also a lot harder to dodge certain things with the slow water. But I like the slow water. I think it's fun. That's the only reason I haven't uninstalled that. It would be extremely easy to remove the slow water, but yeah, no boss deaths is not happening. Like I said, you had way too much faith in me to put that on there. Oh well, tragic. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Yep, okay. To counterbalance so many dies to boss squares. The problem with those, though, is that most of them are gonna get hit most runs. Yeah, true. I need to level up my ADP a bit before I start trying to do that. I need to get life gems so I can use them faster. Okay, really? Hello, Jolka. Alright, welcome. Okay, when I actually land hits, it's good damage. The range is awful. So it makes actually landing those hits pretty difficult. Okay, I don't think that's safe, yep. Awesome. Am I ever allowed to heal in this fight? I feel like most of the time I don't have trouble healing, but I got input read that time. That was like Elden Ring levels of input reading as soon as I pressed the button. The thing is, Alyssa, I'm good at the game, but I'm very inconsistent at the game as well. So like, I don't know. I do want to do a deathless run at some point. I think that would be fun to attempt, but there we go. Instability damage, love to see it. Attempt 70 of a deathless run. I feel like just because of how much I played the game, I could probably do it fairly quickly. But if I did like all bosses deathless, it would take me a lot more attempts for sure. I don't know. I've beaten the game with a lot of really awful weapons. If I just used a half decent weapon, I could probably do it fairly quick. That's a safe heal opportunity at least. I forget how difficult it is to heal against a Sanctuary Guardian because I do it. Or I rarely actually get hit by it because I kill it so fast most of the time. That's kind of why I added the slow walking to Goddess of the Sun edition and accidentally left it installed. Left this specific thing installed in my vanilla copy. I don't know. I think it's fun. It makes the Sanctuary Guardian a lot more fun, a lot more like a boss. Speaking of Goddess of the Sun edition, there are a couple glitches I need to fix. Or bugs, I guess is more accurate. Because I want to buff the claws. There's also a very unsuspicious bump on the dragon form when you're human specifically. Yeah, I used the kick attack on accident, but it worked out. It's actually probably somewhat useful in very niche circumstances. The dragon isn't big enough, true. I need to make the dragon form fatter. I feel like I don't talk about doing a deathless run very often. Maybe I do and don't realize it. I'm only speeding through here because this whole run has been kind of slow. And I don't want to have to end up streaming for too long. Hold on, here you go, Ben. Anyway, I don't know. If I was at 2.5 hours here, I would definitely not speed through here, but because I'm at 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I don't want to die. Especially when I'm also planning on streaming on Friday. Maybe not with the Mailbreaker specifically because of the range, but with like the S-Dog, there are probably some enemy attacks you can dodge with it while still getting an attack in PvE. What did I think of the Artorias fight in Night Rain? I think it's very close to being good. It's the front flip attack, the Lion's Claw. Oh my goodness, that dog just killed itself. The Lion's Claw attack hitting you through iframes is infuriating. And his special like 5-hit combo or whatever, the one where he does the 2 slashes, the spin, or the double like spin attack, one more slash and then the dash after he buffs is a really stupid. And I think if you could knock him out of the buff, I think Artorias and Night Rain would be incredibly fun, but because the buff is just a glorified phase transition, I hate it. It's so frustrating. He only shows up as a Night 2 boss against the Dreglord specifically. It's either him or Dancing Lion, and honestly, I'm not sure which one I would rather fight. I think I'd rather fight Artorias most of the time. I really hate Dancing Lion. It would have been so funny if they put the Deathblight Dancing Lion there. That would have been awesome. Hold on, I'm trying to find my stop going fast button. Yeah, like even if it was only with the ult stagger, if you could knock him out of the buff, he'd be so good. But because you can't, he's just annoying. Yeah, and this hitting through iframes is also pretty awful. I don't know if I'm going to be able to knock him out of this. Nope, 5 hits didn't knock him out. That's crazy. No, it's exactly the same as base Elden Dancing Lion. I hate Dancing Lion so much. A lot of the attack animations don't look like attacks, and that's kind of what throws me off. Like, sometimes it's just moving towards you, but actually it does damage now. I hate it. The puppy boy is here, true. Oh my god, it's Wilder. Huh? I swear to god, I pressed the attack button. Artorias, indeed. In 2026. I don't know, my expectations for this weapon were much lower than what, I don't know. My expectations were really low because of what people said about this boss. And about this weapon, sorry. And based on what I've played so far, it's like shockingly good. Lesbian on lesbian violence. Ugh. Can't be making me think about that on stream, jeez. Extremely greedy attacks. I don't know, Dancing Lion's tells just aren't good enough for me to have fun fighting it, so I just don't enjoy trying to learn it, you know? So like, I don't want to fight it more because I don't like its attacks, so I don't learn its attacks. And I don't know, now that I'm being forced to fight it in Night Rain, I guess I kind of have to learn it, but I don't know. I do like the Dreglord. I think Dreglord is a really good boss. I'm being extremely greedy right now. Lightning phase? I hate the ice phase. I think the ice phase is way worse than the lightning phase. They're both bad, but... Wilder doesn't need a bath. He's intentionally being stinky. Like any good lesbian should. Haven't you noticed that he gets stronger? When he gets stronger, he's stinkier? Oh my god, I did not expect that to hit me. When he buffs, his stink cloud gets even bigger. It's like real life. Hey, can you do something that lets me heal? What are you doing? Thank you. Okay. Okay. There are 2 bosses that I have put a ton of effort into attempting to stay behind while fighting it, because people said that that made it easier, that are effectively impossible to stay behind because of a few of its moves. Oh, I thought that was going to be the flip away. Revenant and Dancing Lion. I've been told that both of those bosses are much easier if you stay behind them, but they both have attacks that just immediately turn them around. That have worse tells than every single one of their other attacks. And on top of that, are faster than most of their other attacks. As for Revenant, it can also just teleport away. And then suddenly you're taking damage again. But Dancing Lion also has multiple attacks that turn it around and also just flies away. so staying behind it is effectively impossible. Can't believe I died to Artorias twice. This is tragic. Maybe this weapon is bad. Maybe I'm bad. Yeah, Revenant's a boss of all time for sure. Guardian does make Revenant really easy though. I don't like fighting Revenant in base Elden Ring, but no matter what build I'm doing, but Guardian's shockwaves make Revenant significantly easier. Oh my god, I'm shocked that didn't hit me. I'm also surprised he didn't do a follow-up there. Okay, but it still has the attacks where you're suddenly not behind it anymore. It's not like the Ice Phase removes those attacks. It just also has an attack that happens to be slightly easier when you're behind it. Also, lightning wore off already. Oh, Faith changes how long it lasts. I forgot that happened in this game. I don't know why I thought that was a Dark Souls 2 thing specifically. It's not a lot of damage. Okay, I need to, like, actually log in. Unfortunately. Ghostblade flashbacks, yeah. Ghostblade was way worse, though, to be fair. If I had RTSR, this probably wouldn't be that difficult. I'd probably have a lot more damage. Can you not? Jesus. Hoop. I just need to do the rest of the fight hitless, which is fairly easy. Okay, yeah. I need to not use jump attack there. Oh my goodness, I looked at chat for half a second and got hit. I need to not do that. Yeah, this is my favorite armor set combo in this game. I use it whenever I can. Usually I don't fight Gwendolyn, so I don't end up using it, but if I do fight Gwendolyn, I usually end up buying this, if I have the levels for stamina. I did the exact same thing where I thought that was going to be the jump away attack, but it was the front flip. The pocket goop doesn't do that much damage, but it definitely deals damage. When he's buffed, it can definitely one-shot you in like RTSR range, but generally it's not that dangerous. Speaking of RTSR, DSR gadget. What? I don't even know what that is. Are you accusing me of cheating right now? There it is. Okay. I never fought Bed of Chaos. Damn. Okay. Hold on. Let me... Just so I don't have to jump off the cliff 20 times. There you go. And then I'm gonna Sunlight Blade for now. Oh, that damage is much better. I have to play hitless, but as long as I'm careful, that's really not a big deal with Artorias. Why did I roll backward? What's wrong with me? It's because I looked at chat again. This is the run of all time, assuredly. Good gaming chair. What? What gaming chair? What does that have to do with anything? I have an office chair. It's pretty comfy. The elevator was not up. Good to know. Look, okay. It's first of all, this is because I didn't level up Vigor. I should have leveled up Vigor instead of Faith. But now that we're here, I have no choice but to actually lock in, and I was not prepared to lock in today. It wasn't on my docket, you know? Hold on, I'm getting our TSR range. The process. I also love women. Women are awesome. Okay, this is the one. I'm not gonna look at chat for this whole fight. I'm just gonna fight Artorias and I'm gonna win. Women are awesome. I agree. Okay. Forget to level Vigor. What would I forget? How would I forget to level Vigor when I was specifically using those levels to level Faith instead? I can't do that jump attack. Yes, I can if I'm close enough. Okay. I am definitely getting one shot by the goo, so I need to be more careful about that. Okay, so far so good. Heard you were reading this? Occasionally. The Arctic Fox, that's me. Oops. Messed up the jump attack input. This is tragic. Thank you for waiting for the retrieval message to leave my screen. Also, Dark Souls 2 roll attack, Jesus. Okay. Praetorius. Do not get one shot by the goo. Cannot do. That is not an option for me, unfortunately. RTSR is too powerful. Unless you mean other goo. That was a follow-up. I can't attack there. One more. I was really scared that was hit me. That was hit me. That was gonna hit me because I thought I rolled early, but I did not. Okay. Come on. There we go. Finally. Artorias goo. Lesbian goo. Whoa. Ruby does love women covered in goo. This is true. Wow. Vitality. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I mean, the stream is already gonna be a long one. I might as well fight Kalameet. Pardon me. That worked out shockingly well. I guess I could just teleport and give myself the crest key and stuff, but feels better to actually go through the levels even if I'm doing this. There we go. Happy New Year. Thank you for enjoying my videos. I'm glad I can make something that people enjoy. Since when is Artorias lesbian? Since always? What do you mean? Lesbian puppy boy Artorias. We've been over this. And me. Not allowed to say lesbian. This is tragic. Unironically homophobic. Let me light the bonfire. What's a Gwyn blessing? It would be cool if he, like, I don't know. I feel like there are ways to make, or to, like, incorporate other Dark Souls 1 stuff into Artorias' moveset. I don't know. I feel like he's boring as is, and if he occasionally pulled out a great bow or like a lightning spear or something, he wouldn't be that wouldn't make that make him that much more interesting. Words are hard. See, exactly. Artorias was a man. Also, men can be lesbians. I know a couple. This is half decent damage. I'm being extremely greedy, and it's paying off in spades. Shockingly. Yeah, I can't believe both of those missed. This is tragic. Penis rocks. Yeah, your greed is rubbing off. It's tragic. A Mailbreaker in Dark Souls 2? I will eventually, for sure. You can be male and not a man. I am. I think I still have RTSR on. I don't think I forgot to take that off. Oh man, really? Just barely didn't get into RTSR range. Is there something I can get hit by that wouldn't instantly kill me at this health range? That's a steppies. Oh my goodness, I know exactly how to get into RTSR range from here. I just need him to do the jump attack when I'm closer. Can you stop? Why? He doesn't usually use this much. That was extremely early. I'm shocked that I survived that. I guess I could just put on Leo Ring instead. I need you to do that when I'm like a lot closer to you. Please. That's a follow-up. He didn't use it. Okay. Oh my goodness. His crotch is too far away. Made a hit with my thrusting sword. Dang. Well, I mean, I am thrusting into Manus. Just, not super successfully. See, that was almost good, but now I've already pivoted off of RTSR. So I, like, tried to not get hit by that. That's a very scary attack. I don't think that's safe to punish. There we go. I did say that, yeah. All right. Calamite time. I'm surprised I did that first try, to be honest. That was scary. A little bit of vitality. And then township. Climb. Indeed. Well, I have the pyromancy flame equipped, so I just ended up punching her. And I don't feel like putting in the effort of unequipping the pyromancy flame. It's gonna take forever. It's probably gonna be a fairly long fight. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I mean, I guess I could have done a jump attack with the Mailbreaker, but I probably would have killed her instantly. She does not have that much health. You... Never mind, I'm not saying that out loud. Not yet. I'm gonna let someone else make the joke first. Hey, Goff. Can you, shoot the dragon, please? My brace is falling off. Yes. Ah, my brace. Okay, I fixed it. Everything's fine. That won't happen during the Calamite fight, right? Probably. I can't believe we got 2 longer than 3-hour streams back to back. This is tragic. Oh, right, yeah. Because I got the compression gloves, right? Unfortunately, the compression gloves are not as, helpful on their own as I was hoping they would be. I'm happy to be a part of your New Year celebration. After the stream, I'm either gonna remove the discussion of subjectivity in art, but that's a fun one. I talk about that a lot, just not that recently. After the stream, I gotta play either Portal 2 or Night Rain with someone. And I'm not sure which. I don't know. I kind of don't want to start Portal 2 since I'm not going to be able to play with them for the next couple weeks, but... I don't think they like Night Rain very much. I almost ticked. Okay, this is why my streams can't be longer than 3 hours, because otherwise I'm going to start ticking. Squash ravioli? Huh, that sounds interesting. Squash my ravioli. Ugh. I don't know how I didn't get hit by that. That's shocking. Hello. Callum, come on. Really? Oh my goodness. Calamit's being mean. Well, I always stream on Wednesdays. I stream on the same days every week. Oh my goodness. Do something that I can actually punish, damn it. Calamite's just being rude this time. Thank you. There you go, man. That one was for you. So I regress into Fox. Yeah. That'll probably happen with Dark Souls 2 at some point. I'm gonna end up on like an 8-hour playthrough. Ah, everything's fine. Do something. Okay. Pops Souls 2. There we go. Another attack opportunity. When I get attack opportunities, the damage isn't bad, but it's certainly not super good. My brace falling off in the middle of the Calamite fight, by the way. Ugh. Damage. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a long one. Very long fight. I wonder if this counts as counter damage. I was not expecting him to use it when I specifically was not under him. I wonder how, like, feasible it is to be this aggressive on Calamite consistently. I thought I was out of range. God damn it. Okay. I will give Calamite 2 more attempts. I'm gonna go kill Better Chaos. Yeah, the way Calamite, like, looks back and sways his hips as he slams his ass down. Very much intentional. They knew what they were doing. You're welcome for the double bingo. I do my best to please. He has done 1 tail slam. Here comes a second. Okay, I'm just gonna keep running this time. Okay. I rolled the exact wrong direction, but it worked out. You can be a lot more aggressive with Calamite than I thought you could, to be honest. Most of his attacks are a lot easier to dodge if you roll away, but rolling in seems to also be feasible, if not easier. Ooh, that hit me. I wasn't expecting that to hit me. Okay. Counter damage. Be good. I rolled the exact wrong direction again. He can do tail slam at... I didn't know he could do that without gliding first. Good to know. That's crazy. You can simply swing that thing around. That's crazy. Oh my goodness, that was scary. I got crunched under his paws. I mean claws. That's so unfortunate. Oh. Yeah, rolling in is not the thing to do with Calamates if you want to play safely. You can do it, but it's very much, very much way more dangerous. It's crazy that YouTube isn't just allowing that, Vin. YouTube is giving up. Too much censoring for one person. So they just whitelisted you. Okay, this is the one. Glide, please. No? Okay. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Everything's fine. He did the backflip! He did the backflip! Red alert! He did the backflip! That was horrifying. That's such a rare attack, Jesus. Okay. That's crazy. I haven't seen that attack in so long. You can go under him for that. I had no idea. I would have sworn that I was dead there. Okay, I'm gonna top off just to be careful. Oh my goodness, I can't hit him. That wasn't counter damage? That's crazy that that doesn't count as counter damage. Okay. Oh my goodness. No, I got hit by the fire breath. This is tragic. Calamite, please. Calamite, please. Everything's fine. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Double the sensation, true. Indeed, very... Ah! Everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Hold on, I actually need to, like, pay attention to the video game. Okay, everything's fine. If any of those, if any one more of those attacks had hit him. Oh no. I mean, I can't just give up. I have to do it now. I have to win. I don't have a choice. Yeah, very, very highbrow chat we got going on. For sure. I'm so sad. I can't believe that. Okay, well, this is the one. Longest stream I've done in like well over a year, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me be kind this time, please. Okay, great start. Wonderful. He's doing the backflip again. No, that was a glide, never mind. He moved very strange for that. That... Okay. This might be a situation where I need to like stop looking at chat and actually try for a little bit. As much as I don't want to. 300 damage on a running attack is not bad, it's just hard to hit. Ow. Ow. Okay, I'm comfortable leaving it at that. I couldn't leave the last one to be my closest attempt without killing him ever. He was at like 1 HP, but that one I'm fine with. Truly tragic. I would commission so many artists if I wasn't broke. I understand your pain, Ben. Nailbreaker definitely isn't the worst weapon I've ever done a stream with, but it's up there for sure. Actually, I don't think that's true. There are a lot of other worse weapons. I'm scared of Velkas now. I guess Velkas, the range on Velkas is going to be a lot less of an issue, so maybe I shouldn't be worried. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I've already done Velkas, but that stream was terrible, which is why I want to redo it. Tech, by the way. Definitely very on purpose tech. Does anyone press left trigger to block while two-handing? Is that like a thing? Or does everyone use a left bumper? Because I don't think I've ever even considered using the left trigger to block. Not that blocking while two-handing is particularly useful, but it occurs to me that you can in fact use the trigger. Pardon me. Excuse me, egg boy. Always be bumping. Relatable. Unfortunately, I would sooner commission other things, but gonna join the Covenant, gonna give 30 humanity. Wait, can you quantity use when you have something equipped? You can. Okay. 22, I think. I wasn't paying attention to how many I actually had. Okay. Offer, yes. There we go. Okay. So did it actually update my allegiance? I don't. Do I need to donate one more? To actually get the rank. Oh, I don't know. Okay, now we go fight Fire Sage. And then Bit of Chaos. And then win. You need to donate 30 humanity. That's all I know. I don't know what Covenant rank that is. But it is 30 humanity. Roller bills were granted by Costa, this is true. A copious amount of them too. God, imagine doing that without speed up. Oh my goodness. Okay. She gifted too much. $10 and 5 memberships. 80 for the 3rd tier? That's a lot. Jesus. Okay. Oh wait, you don't need to fight Demon Fire Sage. You only need it if you want the shortcut. I don't know why I thought you had to fight Demon Fire Sage. It's not like this is gonna be a long fight or anything, but... I got greedy. There we go. I guess if I do die to Bit of Chaos, it's less of a big deal. Still annoying, but less of a big deal than it could have been. YouTube does take a small cut when donating, yeah. Which is why I say, if you don't want to give money to YouTube, you can always go to the coffee link in the description. That's the primary reason I made it, because I know some people don't want to give money to YouTube. Coffee does a little bit, I think, but not very much. Less than YouTube specifically. I think I've only gotten one coffee donation ever. I don't think I actually saved Solaire because I didn't kill the bug. Pretty sure you have to kill the bug for Solaire to be saved. Yeah, coffee... Jesus. Coffee is a business that is specifically about... Or that is specifically for giving creators money. As opposed to... YouTube, which is a for-profit business, obviously. Like, I'm sure coffee is also for-profit, but significantly less greedy. There we go. Oh, it does make you slide faster. Okay, I was curious. Like heavy rain? True, that is what happens in that game. he does find his son. I haven't thought about Heavy Rain in a long time. Very of its era, huh? There we go. Three-and-a-half-hour stream. Ugh. They did make Detroit Become Human. That's true. I haven't thought about Detroit in a while. The place or the game. Didn't they also make... like... what was it called? Like Two Souls or something? I don't remember. There was another game they made. Oops. Insane skill issue. Beyond Two Souls, yeah. I've never seen anything about that one at all. I think Beyond Two Souls came out before Detroit Become Human, if I remember correctly. But it also wasn't as popular as Heavy Rain or Detroit, from what I know. Alright. Is there a philia for bugs? Entomophilia? I suppose. Yeah, that's... I mean, I never played Detroit or Heavy Rain for that reason. Gameplay is a lot more important to me than story. Story can be a, you know, a driving factor in a game, but gameplay definitely keeps me around. Huh? I don't know. Moss is a good example of that, I think, where the story definitely drives the game, but the gameplay was also enough to like keep me coming back for sure. A lot more than it would have if it didn't have the good gameplay. I think Bed of Chaos, the tree itself would be Tetrapteratophilia, and then the bug would be Entomophilia. Huh? It's truly the best part of Dark Souls. I care about Power Within. Probably. Okay. I actually expect this damage to be fairly decent, yeah. Oh no, you can't. Okay, I thought you could switch rings while drinking, but you cannot. The breakfast one? Yeah, the breakfast one. Well, no Power Within. Tragic. Still decent damage. Would have been 40% higher. Would have been about 1300 with Power Within. Which is a lot higher than I was expecting to get with the Mailbreaker, admittedly. Win was very nice though, so it did not matter. Thoughts on the weapon? It's fine. I don't know. It's people definitely overhate this weapon on the internet, 100%. But I don't know. Like there are definitely situations in which I would use it over other thrusting swords. But like a lot of the time, the Estoc or Rapier is probably just gonna end up being better regardless. But if you like really want a thrusting sword in your offhand, or as like a spell sword without it being your primary weapon or something, there's definitely use for it there. But if it's your primary weapon, you'd probably be served better by most other thrusting swords. Yeah, Happy New Year's, everyone. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their 2025, if it's not already 2026, and has a wonderful 2026. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love you all, and I don't know how to end this.